9 of 13 for Peja Stojakovic. Let's check in with Jim Kozamore. Coz?
Quite a first half of the Sacramento Kings. John Wetzel, everything seemed to be going right after Chris got ejected.
Well, we did. We got some transition baskets. We really shot a high percentage. Peja was terrific the first half. Our ball movement was good. The thing that we did, we turned the ball over too much. I think we had 11 turnovers. About 4 of those were trying to throw the ball inside against the fronting of the post. We eliminate those things, and we really could have been very, very comfortably ahead.
15-point lead. What do you focus on now?
Well, we know they're going to make a run. They're very athletic, and we're probably going to see them go small at some point in the third quarter.
All right, John, good luck second night. There you have it, John Wetzel, everybody. Let's go back to Grant and Jerry.
All right, thank you very much, Coz. And we're underway with the Kings up by 15. Glad to have you with us here on Fox Sports Net. An outstanding first half for the Kings. Looking to add on, Stojakovic has been unstoppable.
And still is. Boy, Shawn Marion was right in his face. Made Peja take a tough shot, but he has got it zeroed in.
Kings now with their largest lead of the ball game. Robinson. Delk. Tony Delk off the hesitation. Boy, Delk has 24 points. TD has it going here for the Phoenix Suns tonight.
Tony's going for an all-time career night here, it looks like, and certainly is keeping his Suns close enough to make a run later.
Yeah, his career high, by the way, is 26. 6 to shoot. Divac. 14.
Well, it's good to see Vlade get started early, just as he was early in the game. But Vlade is definitely feeling it tonight, feeling comfortable. I think inside and outside, Chris Dudley just isn't a very good match for Vlade. Vlade can do pretty much what he wants to.
Kidd sets up Dudley. 70 to 55.
I think Vlade just forgot that Chris was any threat to score, and he really isn't very much, but obviously you can't let a guy dunk the ball.
Divac against Dudley. Christie, a left wing 3. Rebound Marion.
Well, the Suns, much like the Kings, they like to get out and run, really shoot perimeter shots if they can.
And that's the guy you want to foul, but you want to foul him before he makes the shot, because Chris Dudley is a absolutely horrible free throw shooter. Good defensive player, never has found the touch from the free throw line.
Well, it's just been a career terrible free throw shooter, but getting the ball in too deep, Vlade's got to do his work a little sooner than that. You can't let anybody get the ball in that deep.
Especially Dudley. No disrespect to Dudley. He's been in the league a long time. You can see he makes the free throw. And he's a guy that a lot of teams would love having on a team, because he comes in, he works hard, he plays defense, but he's never been an offensive ball player.
No, he doesn't really even want to score a lot. He's a defender and a rebounder and a ball mover. But if you're going to give him inside position like that, he will score.
Dangerous move by Christie. He thought he was fouled, and here come the Suns. They have made up 5 so far, and Marion makes it 7. Well, it was just a 17-point lead at 70 to 53. It is now 70 to 60.
Well, this Sun team very explosive, as we've said, especially in transition. That's if the Kings quit scoring and let the Suns get out in transition, they're going to score points.
And Christie had it knocked out of his hands. No foul called as he tried to end a 7-0 Phoenix run.
Now, Jason Kidd in the open floor, nobody's better. A little look away, finds Shawn Marion because he knows he'll finish.
Funderburk from 18. Lawrence Funderburk. He loves that little 17 to 18-foot face-up pop, and he makes it 72-60.
Little momentum breaker, Lawrence Funderburk establishing that jumper early.
And a foul called on Vlade Divac. Second foul on Divac.
And Steve Jobby made the statement to Vlade Divac. First foul on you. Second one was on Chris Dudley, but he'd already called the first one, caught Vlade. So trying to clean it up inside a little bit.
Steve Jobby, a heck of an official, and I think he's really done a nice job as Delk misfires. He's kept his temper a little bit more in check. When he first came into the league, he was out there, technical here, technical there. He still likes to use it, but I'll tell you, he has developed himself into one of the league's best officials. Robinson and it's a 10-point game.
Well, Cliff Robinson did not score in the first half, and certainly has been an all-star type scorer for a lot of years. So you know that wasn't going to continue. And what you don't want to have happen is him really get off along with Tony Delk.
Nice pass from Vandenberg. He thought it was fouled, no whistle. Got to stop complaining and just go down and play ball. Christie knocks it away. There will stay Phoenix basketball. Look at Vandenberg, hands on the hips, looking at the official, but you just got to forget about it.
Well, yeah, that's one of those you want the call, but here's a look. Tony Delk taking to the basket. Doug Christie comes from off with that offhand and just throws it out. It's a beautiful block, great timing.
Christie knocks it away. Dudley in the middle with Robinson, Marion, Kidd, and Delk. Dudley did not start the game. Rodney Rogers did, but Dudley here in the third quarter getting the call. Tuning in a little bit late. Chris Webber was ejected in the first quarter. Marion, no. Rebound, Kings.
A nice tip out by Lawrence Vandenberg to Peja Stojakovic.
And a foul on Dudley. Not letting Divac run to the spot.
Well, Vlade, Divac, Chris Dudley, they are really going at it. Definitely Dudley is trying to get physical with Vlade, and that's what Scott Skiles has him in there for. He knew how valuable Divac was in that first quarter to get the Kings off to a good start.
So Steve Javi warning the players there. Divac against Dudley. Divac. Well, I'll tell you, that just shows you Dudley's been in the league a long time. You wouldn't have seen that 3, 4, 5 years ago, but he's in there, and he's flat out can't stop Vlade Divac.
Well, Vlade Divac is, 7'1", 270 pounds, and with a lot of skill. A lot of guys can't stop him.
Marion.
Well, Marion finally got tired of playing with it and scored it, but boy, just unbelievable athleticism, like we said earlier. As good as any athlete in the NBA.
That's going to help out the rebounding total for Phoenix.
Now watch Vlade Divac. He gets Chris Dudley inside, spins right back to the basket. He knows that Dudley's just not strong enough to stop him. Gorgeous move. Vlade Divac, the wily, cagey veteran.
Marion with his third foul. 74-64. Suns led 4-2, and since then it's been all Sacramento. Well, a lot of whistles here in the third quarter, Jerry. That foul on Dudley, and that's already the third team foul.
Well, the officials invariably come out in the third quarter and call the game a little tighter, and that's what we're seeing.
Peja. He has 28.
And he used Shawn Marion's head for a sight that time. I mean, he just kept Shawn Marion on the floor, shot over the top.
77-64. Oh, look at that. Marion answers back over the rim.
Well, Shawn's one of those guys, if you just throw it up around the rim, I mean, he can go get it and wait till it gets there. Somewhere in the vicinity.
Right. 77-66. Christie shakes free. Oh, he was going for a big windmill jam. Marion has just picked up his fourth foul on Shawn Marion.
Now watch this. Doug Christie is going at it hard. Now watch Shawn Marion. Big-time athlete. Boy, close call, but Doug's going to throw it down, but there's Shawn Marion right there. Quite honestly, I think it's a call that could have went either way. Certainly not a bad call by any stretch of imagination. Kings will take it, but Shawn Marion made a great athletic play getting up there with Doug Christie.
Christie now is just 2 of 4 from the line. Marion with 4 sits. Rodney Rogers comes in. 77-66. Christie 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists.
I think Marion would have got the call had Doug not brought the ball back so far in just an effort to throw it down. It just makes it a tough angle to get a clean block.
Well, Christie the aggressor, and it's almost like Marion really nothing he could do with that hammer-like throwdown by Christie. Delk. In and out, Robinson. Divac with the block. Vandenberg against Rogers. And it's Jason Kidd starting back. Tony Delk is tied his career high. Divac. Kings don't spread the floor, and Divac will go to the line. Rodney Rogers has picked up his third. And the Phoenix Suns, Jerry, in the penalty, not that it mattered anyway, it was the shooting foul, but the Kings will shoot free throws for the rest of the quarter.
Nice little pass off Jason Kidd. Tony Delk right to the basket. Not much Page is in position, but Tony can go over the top. But what's what Vlade's doing is what we just love to see. I mean, he is so aggressive offensively. I think without Chris Webber on the floor, Vlade knows he's got to put up bigger numbers, and he certainly is doing that, and he knows he's got to do it.
Well, the McDonald's Family Nights are back. Each McDonald's Family Pack includes 4 Sacramento Kings tickets, 4 McDonald's Extra Value meals, and an official-size basketball, all for one low price. Starting tomorrow, these family packs will be available at the Arco Arena box office only. At McDonald's, we love to see you smile. 80-68.
Well, you're certainly seeing Vlade and Peja make up for a lot of Webber's offense.
Oh, man. Tony Delk with a career high 28.
Tony Delk is, I mean, knocking him down is not going to stop him. He has got the feeling.
$80-70. Divac again will go to the hole. Well, Vlade Divac looks like he's got the young legs tonight, Jerry.
Well, he does. He just feels like he's playing in his backyard tonight because he's just doing what he wants.
Delk.
So is Tony Delk. I think maybe the Kings could try a different strategy on Delk. Don't guard him. You know,
man,
because
I'm telling you.
I mean, he's had to take 2 or 3 tough shots and all going in.
He's got 30 points. 82-72.
And Tony thinks he's back at Kentucky.
And a careless setup. That is Sacramento's 14th turnover. And it stops the clock. 82-72. A shootout here in Sacramento.
Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. Love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Looking good, babe. Love is in the air.
Interesting. Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. A paradox. While molecularly similar, they logically seem to offer 2 possibilities. Of course, you must invariably arrive at one and only one correct choice.
Duh.
A no-brainer.
Sacramento leading by 10. Let's check in with Jim Kozimor. Jim?
Grant, thanks very much. You know, when this ball game got started, we talked about the matchup at the small forward position. 2 of the best young small forwards in Peja Stojakovic and also Shawn Marion. Well, let's revisit and take a look at what some of those numbers are saying. Right now, Peja's getting the best of Shawn Marion. Last time these 2 teams played, sure, the Kings won, but Marion had 17 points, 10 rebounds. Peja making a huge statement after the career high on Saturday to come out and try to have another very good ball game. Let's go back to the sideline, Grant and Jerry.
All right, Coach, thank you. It's 5:07 third quarter. And a Sacramento-Phoenix showdown where both teams are going back and forth. Marion on the bench with 4. But nobody has been able to stop Tony Delk. TD has a career high 30 points.
Yeah, Tony is in a zone of his own, and he has been in there the whole game. Gee whiz, Kings have got to hope that TD starts to miss a little bit. Doug Christie's going to take him a while and see if he can bother him.
And the putback, no, and free throws upcoming, and the Suns can cut it to the single digits. The Kings had a 17-point lead earlier in this third quarter. Doug Christie on a personal foul, his second. Again, Chris Webber in the Sacramento locker room ejected early in this ball game, that coming in the first quarter.
Well, one thing we're seeing here in the third quarter, Suns starting to rebound the ball better, certainly rebound the ball better than the Kings now, and that's something the Kings have to be aware of. Of course, it's also true Shawn Marion was a big part of that. He's no longer in the game.
Well, the Suns within single digits for the first time in a while. 82-74.
Well, Jason Kidd guarding Peja Stojakovic, certainly it's something the Kings could consider posting Peja up, as well as Vlade Divac.
And you see the call. It's on Sacramento. Kings setting a illegal screen out of bounds. I don't know if I've ever seen that call.
I don't know that I have either. I mean, I know it's a rule, but it's not one you see called a lot. But clearly momentum has kind of switched here.
Yep.
Kings have got to get it turned on. Probably Rick Adelman thinking about some roster moves maybe to get his team a little more fired.
And Rogers, oh, no question about that call. And it will go back to Sacramento. Blunt leveling with the foul. 4th foul on Blunt. Scott Skiles got to be very concerned about the foul situation right now. Blunt with 4, Marion with 4. Blunt trying to slow down Divac. The 5 count is underway. Slipped off the hands of Divac.
Yeah, that absolutely just slipped out of his hands.
Delk. 2 more for TD.
Well, this is the Tony Delk show thus far.
Well, they ought to just start denying him the basketball. If they can. 82-76. Because when he touches it, it's 2 points. Oh, man. Offensive foul on Vlade. Divac, his 3rd.
Well, here's Vlade trying to get position, calling a push-off there on Corey Blunt.
Suns down 17, now down 6. And a pass went off I thought it was off Vlade. They say no, it was off Phoenix.
Yeah, it looked like it was off Rodney Rogers' shoulder. Really,
okay.
I think the pass was not going to Rodney. He ran right into it. So Kings get a break.
Well, let's see if they go to Stojakovic here, Jerry. He's been unstoppable. There you go.
Yeah, it seems like pretty good strategy. Get the ball to Peja. You know, it's like the Phoenix Suns get the ball to Tony Delk. I don't think you can go wrong either place right now.
85-76. Rogers. Delk with the rebound. And Jason Williams got him from the backside. Foul on Williams, his 2nd.
Now watch Peja as he comes up. He gets Jason off of him with a little bit of a ball fake down. That gives him a little room, then just goes up over the top. And that's what, he's not as quick as a Jason kid, but certainly with his size, he can shoot over the top of him.
Non-shooting. 4th team foul. 85-76. 3 minutes left here in the 3rd. Robinson. 7 points, Sacramento lead.
And Cliff Robinson has really had some tough shooting luck, but you know he's capable of going 15, 20 points in any quarter.
Now, how about Jason Kidd trying to guard Stojakovic?
Well, I think it's just like the Kings are trying to find somebody by Tony Delk. They're trying anything.
Oh, turn the sprinkler systems on. Peja Stojakovic, he's on fire. Wow, what a shot. 87-78. Stojakovic has tied his career high, and he just picks up the foul. But I'm telling you, Peja Stojakovic is in a major league groove. Nobody can stop him. They're trying to put Jason Kidd on him. He can't stop him. And the Kings lead it here in the 3rd.
A kid was walking on a beach where the tide had left 1,000 starfish stranded. He began tossing them one by one back into the ocean when someone asked, "How could you think you're going to make a difference?" And as the kid tossed another fish back into the sea, he replied, "I made a difference to that one." If any one of us are going to make a difference, we first must believe that we can. Team up to improve your community.
Welcome to America Online, new version 6.0. The easiest just got even easier.
You just plug it in and you go.
With 6.0, all the best features are even better.
You've got mail.
Customer service is always there to help. Parental controls help safeguard our kids.
Nobody else has all these features.
It keeps me closer to my family and friends.
There's never been a better time to join.
6.0 is the best AOL ever.
America Online, new version 6.0. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Call 1-800-4ONLINE now.
there are those among us who are more than human.
We are now seeing another stage of human evolution.
Some want to destroy us.
Soon our fate will be theirs.
Others are sworn to save us.
If no one is equipped to oppose them, humanity's days could be over.
We are the future, not them. They no longer matter.
There is a war coming. I'm sure you're on the right side.
Settle this. X-Men.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket pay-per-view.
87-78 with 2:25 left here in the third quarter of play. And Peja Stojakovic tonight, unstoppable. Look at this, hitting from all over the court. And Peja Stojakovic tonight's in the zone. And it is brought to you by AutoZone. The right part, the right price, and good advice. 33 points on his way to a career high. Already 10 points here in the third.
Well, and he is just making tough shots, too. Certainly, we've seen him making some open shots, but that last shot against Jason Kidd was a spectacular step away.
Now, that man, Tony Delk's been hot, too.
Well, he certainly has. He's in the same, whatever zone Page is in, Tony Delk's in there, too, and
right.
That's not many guys get in those zones.
The only thing, the Suns are out rebounding the Kings 10-2 here in the third quarter, Jerry.
And that's not a good sign. I mean, those Kings have got to get back on the board.
87-79. Neither team has showed the ability to stop the other here in the third quarter, Jerry.
No, it's definitely an offensive shootout.
Peja looking with 10 to shoot. Stojakovic. Not this time. Rebound Rogers.
And that's the same thing that the Kings were doing to the Suns early, one and done. Suns are doing the same thing. Kings getting one shot.
Robinson only 4 points in the ball game. Sets up Rogers for a three. Big basket right there. And it's all of a sudden a 5-point game. Suns have come from 17 back and they're within 5. Minute 35 left third quarter.
Peja really trying to post up Jason Kidd. That's not that easy to do.
Uh-oh, Delk breakaway. Tony Delk has 34.
Tony almost lost that ball, but with his great athleticism, able to stay with it, finish the play anyway.
3-point game. And it won't fall. And that's going to be a foul on Phoenix. Blunt holding on to the arm of Vlade Divac, and free throws upcoming. For Blunt, his fourth. Or beg your pardon, that's his fifth now.
Well, certainly Suns in a lot of foul trouble. Chris Dudley will come back in for Corey Blunt.
So Vlade Divac trying to put the Kings up by 5 if he can knock them home. Gives me a chance to tell you as you look at the big guy launched and missed that the new year also means new merchandise still coming into the Kings team store, and you can come shop in the team store during their regular hours from 11 to 6 Monday through Friday. Barry in, Christie out. And boy, I'll tell you, the momentum stays on the side of the Phoenix Suns. 87-84. Divac with 2 big misses. Double on Robinson. Delk. Tony Delk has 36. This is unbelievable. 1-point game.
Well, and Tony Delk saw the defense running at him, just takes it right to the basket. So athletic at 6'1", goes right up over the big guys.
What a shootout here from Sacramento tonight. Barry splits the defense. Dudley with the rebound. And the Suns will try to take the lead for the first time since it was 4-2. Rogers a 3. And now the Kings can hold for the final opportunity. Sacramento 16-2 when they lead going into the fourth.
Well, you hope that the Kings do get the last shot here.
5 seconds. Give and go. What a setup. And they don't make it. So a 1-point lead. The Suns have made up 16 of the 17-point deficit, but the Kings take the lead into the fourth here on Fox Sports Net.
while there are a lot of places where people buy parts for their car, the fact is more people choose AutoZone than any other. It's because we're the largest auto parts retailer in America, and they save money with our everyday low price. It's because more often than not, we have the part they need in stock. And it's because we're the place where they'll find a battery that's backed by a 3-year free replacement guarantee. Which is why we say there's just no place better than AutoZone.
The thrill is back during Toyotathon 01 with super low financing plus cashback at your #1 Toyota car dealer, Folsom Lake Toyota. Choose incredible financing terms: 3.9 for 36 months, 4.9 for 48 months, or 5.9 for 60 months, plus rebates up to $1,000. Our entire $10 million inventory is priced to move with huge savings on every vehicle. Don't miss our final sale of the year with super low financing plus up to $1,000 cashback. Toyotathon 01. Now playing at Folsom Lake Toyota.
We love to see you smile.
At McDonald's, we know what makes you smile. It's great tasting burgers, chicken sandwiches, and don't forget, America's favorite fries.
In the morning, get 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $2.22 every day. Love the Big Mac? For a limited time, grab 2 for, that's right, just $2.22.
We love to see you smile.
It's 2 for $2.22 at McDonald's.
Let Fox Sports Net keep you up to date on the day in sports with the National Sports Report, the most comprehensive sports wrap-up show across the country. All the scores, all the highlights, all the analysis on the National Sports Report. Sugar Bowl highlights. Coop is gone from Ohio State, and a recap of the NBA and NHL. Tonight at 10 only on Fox Sports Net. Well, Joe Maloof hoping the ball club can hang on here in the fourth quarter, leading 87-86. Well, that man there needs some help offensively.
Well, he does, and certainly what the Kings have to do besides find Peja a little offensive help, need to get on the board. The Suns out-rebounded the Kings 14-3 in that third quarter, and that's just unacceptable.
Stop by McDonald's today for your choice of 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches or 2 Big Macs for only $2.22, only $2.22 because of McDonald's. We love to see you smile. Jason Kidd, Tony Delk, Rogers, Robinson, and Dudley. Jackson on Delk. Good matchup there. Robinson. Jackson at Jason Kidd. What a setup to Barry. Robinson play by Bobby Jackson.
It was a gorgeous play, Bobby Jackson. Jason Kidd defending well. Bobby Jackson found John Barry.
3-point game. Rogers a 3, looking for the tie. Rebound Barry.
NBA is a game of runs. You hope that the Kings are getting ready to start one.
Stojakovic. Now Kidd cuts him off at the foul line. What about Robinson trying to guard Jackson on the wing? 7 to shoot. Thunderbird. Jackson now. 20-footer.
Robinson's size did bother Bobby a little bit on that shot, seeing the big guy 6'11" run at him.
That time Tony Delk forced it because Bobby Jackson was playing tough defense.
Well, that's 2 physical, little smaller players. Tony Delk thought he was fouled. No call.
Barry now with Robinson on him. 5 to shoot, a long 3. In and out. Kidd gets a pick from Dudley. And a foul on Pollard. He knocked it away from Dudley, and for Scott Pollard, his 3rd foul. Non-shooting, first team foul.
Well, Scott Pollard and Chris Dudley certainly getting physical, but Chris Dudley, I don't think is quite ready for a player as physical as Scott Pollard. I think he knocked him a little goofy on that one.
Chris Webber ejected in the first quarter, back in the Sacramento locker room watching this, seeing if his teammates can hang on. Delk. Tony Delk on fire. He has 38.
Just cannot leave Tony Delk. Right now, the basket must look about 3 times normal size because he knows everything going up is going in.
I didn't know Tony was capable of this type of night. I mean, I really didn't. He's a good player, but I mean, 38 points.
Well, he's never had this kind of night. Certainly in college, he was a big-time scorer, but certainly no one anticipated being able to do this in an NBA game.
I'll tell you, the Suns, they miss a layup to take the lead. Wow. You don't see that very often from Jason Kidd. Kidd is 4 of 11. Barry, a good look from downtown. Barry, that's a 5-point swing right there. And Phoenix calls a timeout. That's a big, big sequence in this basketball game.
Well, it certainly is. How often does Jason Kidd miss layup? Not very often.
So the 5-point swing gives the Kings the 4-point lead.
Free to move about the country.
In the last 5 years, you've updated your computer twice, updated your home entertainment system, updated your camcorder, updated your wardrobe. Isn't it time you updated your insurance?
In Stockton, see Allstate agent Tim Big T Delaney. In Carmichael, see Rachel Gonzalez. And in Auburn, see Allstate agent Brian Bay.
92-88. Let's see what Jim Kozimor is up to, Coz.
Well, gang, both the Kings and the Suns pride themselves on defense. Remember, the last time these two teams played, the Kings won the ball game, but in the fourth quarter, the Suns outscored the Kings 33-20. But over the last 9 games, take a look at what the Kings have done defensively. They have really put a hurting on their opposition. They've held them to under 18 points in the fourth quarter of the last 9 games. And look at the shooting percentages. And oh yeah, the most powerful fans on earth might be the thing to get them over the hump. Grant and Jerry, back to you.
We can hardly hear you, Coz. They're on their feet.
Well, the Kings fans are activated, no question.
Rogers from the top of the key. Rodney Rogers has 12, 92-90. Stojakovic on the bench, getting a rest here in the fourth. Funderburg, good look from 17. In and out, Suns can tie or go ahead with a triple.
Absolutely great look for Lawrence Funderburg. Didn't get it to go, but kind of shot you want.
Delk catching, firing, and hitting. Tony Delk has 40 points, and we're tied at 92.
My goodness, I thought Allen Iverson went home with the Philadelphia team. I mean, Tony Delk is putting on an Allen Iverson-like show.
Tony is 17 of 22. Nice catch by Bobby Jackson. Barry sets up Divac from 18. And you can just feel the Phoenix Suns. They are definitely playing at a very high level. They were 17 down. They have tied it up, and now they are looking for their first lead since 4-2 of the first quarter. Rogers. John Barry. Second team foul. The Suns will inbound.
That's a pretty good foul by John Barry, though. Certainly does not want to let Rodney Rogers get in here and make a move to the basket. So a good help defense just got called for the foul.
Delk. Suns have the lead. Tony Delk has 42. And the Suns lead at 94-92.
I don't know that I've seen anything, any shooting exhibition better than this. I mean, Tony Delk has just been totally unstoppable, making tough shots as well as the easier ones.
6 to shoot. Jackson. Bad shot. And the Suns on a 6-0 run, leading it 94-92. No Chris Webber. ejected in the first quarter. And a foul called on Vlade Divac. A technical foul on Vlade. And that should get the crowd riled up. A technical foul on Vlade Divac.
Well, Vlade really upset. Certainly feels that Chris Dudley is playing him more than just physical. Doing a lot of grabbing, holding, and Vlade not very happy with it.
That's the 13th foul.
We see the end. It looks like that Chris Dudley just falls into Vlade Divac.
Delk hasn't missed much tonight, and he misses that one.
Well, like I say, maybe you got to keep him, just leave him open, because he's making all the tough shots. Now here's Jason Kidd as he penetrates. Look at the off angle there. There's Chris Dudley. Looks like he's cleaning out Vlade Divac, but that wasn't the way the call went.
Timeout, Sacramento. They trail 94-92. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the fourth.
I've always believed that there's strength in numbers. That's what teamwork's all about. Like here in downtown Oakland, Antoine Jameson and kids from the neighborhood came together to make a difference.
Thank you.
Now, these guys may not have created a masterpiece.
You gotta stay within the lines.
I am.
But when people come together, the result can be beautiful. Team up to improve your community.
Here's your regular internet homepage. It's free. You use it like Yahoo or other search engines to check news, scores, stocks. Only I1.com gives away $10,000 every day, $1 million a month, and $10 million on tax day. Which one would you choose?
Very loyal to this site. I'm not going to abandon it for some new guy with a truckload of cash.
You're kidding.
Of course. Do I look like an idiot? Look at this cash.
I1.com. Why wouldn't you?
Agent located.
Good morning, Mr. Hunt. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Get ready. Go for the most intense.
Having fun?
The most incredible.
You mean it'll be difficult? Very.
The most impossible mission yet.
Difficult to be a walk in the park for you.
Sure you want me to do this? Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible 2.
This month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View.
Experience the difference at Folsom Automall, the official Automall partner of the Sacramento Kings. Tonight's game summary presented by Carl's Jr. Without us, some guys would starve. Peja with 33, but the story has been Tony Delk, a career high 42. Kings 7 of 11 from beyond the arc, but nobody can stop that man right there, Tony Delk.
Yeah, for the Kings to win this ball game, they're going to have to find a way.
And Rodney Rogers misfires from 3. Barry, Jackson, Divac, Stojakovic back in, and Pollard. Divac on the block.
Well, nice move, Vlade. He got the shot he wanted. Last couple trips, Kings had easy shots, but no reward.
Now the Suns looking for the biggest lead. Marion, a 3. Oh, an offensive rebound. Taken away. Look at Delk denying Jackson the basketball. Divac sets up Bobby Jackson around Delk. And an offensive foul on Bobby Jackson.
Well, really, Bobby has not been shooting the ball outside as well. He really probably had an easy look here off the perimeter, but takes it into the defense. Certainly, Rodney Rogers was outside that hash mark. The key is he set when... Well, it looks like a pretty good call, actually, because I thought he was a little more movement, but he was moving a little bit after Bobby hit him.
Look at that, 18 turnovers.
Well, Doug Christie back in, going to take a shot at Tony Delk, and certainly this can be the key matchup now the rest of the game.
Well, 3 white jerseys converge on Delk. 4th team foul, and Delk will go to the line with the Suns up by 2.
Now watch Tony Delk just going right to the basket, gets past Doug Christie. Scott Pollard really had a chance for a block shot if he just keeps his hand straight up. It comes down, and that's where the call was.
Tony Delk, 43 points.
Well, he has just been absolutely unstoppable.
And again, no disrespect at all to Tony Delk, because we know how good of a player he is, but you don't expect a game like this from a Tony Delk. Allen Iverson, yes. You know, Peja, yes. But Shawn Marion, maybe. But Tony Delk, he has just been, he's playing the best game of his career. And the foul on Phoenix, Dudley out on the perimeter, fouling Vlade Divac. Third foul, or is it the fourth? It's going to be the fourth on Dudley with 5:54 left.
Well, that's why the NBA is so exciting.
That's right.
You have so many players that are capable of putting up big numbers. We've seen Rodney Rogers put up 40. Tonight, he's really not a factor. Cliff Robinson not a factor at all, who's scored over 40 on many occasions.
I'll tell you, kid's doing a heck of a job on Peja. Divac with 2 to shoot. And that's a basket that will count. And they need it right now to stop the bleeding. 96-94.
And that was a tough hoop. Vlade, that's probably the toughest shot he had all night. Able to get the good roll.
Vlade has 22. And now the foul on Sacramento, and that's going to be foul shots here. Kings are in the penalty.
Watch Vlade Divac trying to move. Dudley, nice job defensively. Makes Vlade take a tough shot off balance and behind, and able to get the nice little roll there. There's Christie trying to guard Tony Delk. Well, Christie felt that was an illegal screen, and I would agree with Christie. You really saw Chris Dudley just throw a little hip as Doug Christie went by. The official saw it the other way.
Delk has 46 points, and the Suns have their biggest lead of the game with 5:25 left. Suns got a break in the first quarter when Chris Webber was ejected for arguing with Benny Adams. Divac double team. Divac and a jump ball. Marion and Divac jump ball.
Yeah, poor spacing that time by the Kings really allowed Shawn Marion to dig back and help on Vlade Divac as he's able to dribble the ball.
Marion 6'7", Vlade 7'1", but Marion, he can sky.
Well, he's got long arms, much like Scottie Pippen, great athlete, plays much bigger than his height.
I'll tell you, again, let's talk about Jason Kidd, who is not allowing Peja Stojakovic to get open here in the fourth quarter. Pollard. Divac. And he's fouled. Oh, look at Dudley throw the elbow. Pollard and Dudley and Steve Javy will send Vlade Divac to the line. Foul is on, actually, Shawn Marion.
Now watch Vlade kind of steal this tip a little bit. Here's Scott Pollard going to take the ball up tough. Gets the foul call. Now there's a little tangle there with Dudley and Scott Pollard. So this game definitely heating up a little bit.
Jason Williams is going to check back in. Vlade needs to make some free throws. He's just 6 of 10. JB comes out. Williams in. Now what's Rick Adelman trying to do here by putting Jason Williams into the game?
I think trying to get a little more quickness so he can penetrate, maybe find Peja for some perimeter shots, but as opposed to just having to kind of walk the ball down as the Kings have been doing the last few possessions, and we're really getting no penetration.
There's the foul situation, 98-96. Divac has 24. Jason Kidd. Rebound. Oh, comes to Marion. Another opportunity. Delk. Looks like he shuffled his feet. No whistle. Delk. Rebound, Stojakovic.
Well, Tony Delk may be getting a little tired. Certainly would think that he is.
And away from the ball, Ron Olisiak. I think they had a problem with the clock. Double technical foul. A double technical. It's on Rogers. And it's on Pollard. Double technical.
Well, as we said, this game is certainly heating up. Rodney Rogers, Scott Pollard, both tough guys. Really don't go backwards. Kind of got into a little mix-up. Officials caught it quick.
Vlade Divac with 24. He wants to set the screen for Jason. we're tied at 98.
And Rick Adelman going to Jason brings more quickness in the ball game, and you see the results of it.
Now the question is, how does he do on Jason Kidd?
Well, the main thing is if Jason Kidd's shooting, Tony Delk's not.
And there's a foul, and it's on Kidd offensively, using the off arm. Sacramento basketball.
I watch Jason coming off this screen by Vlade Divac, just fakes the screen, doesn't use it, goes the other way and up over the top. Now you got a little more ball handling on the floor, a little more quickness on the floor.
Divac was a little bit behind him. Delk. And Tony Delk has a career high. He has a high for any man to ever play in this building. Tony Delk, 48 points. That is an Arco Arena record at the new facility. Not in the first 3 years when the Kings played in the old barn. Jason for three. Big miss. And the Suns, Dudley foul, which is not all bad. He's not a good free throw shooter. 100 to 98, 3:39 left. Dudley has made his only free throw attempt. Look at that. January 16th. David Robinson. 50, or rather, excuse me, Cliff Robinson, I beg your pardon, 50.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, obviously, we know Cliff Robinson has put up huge numbers at times. Rodney Rogers has. A lot of guys on his Suns team, but Tony Delk is the man tonight, no question about it.
But really, I think the story, I mean, no question on Delk. The story has been Jason Kidd defensively here in the fourth quarter on Peja. Peja has not scored here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, really has not even had a good look or had the ball. So Kings really need to try to be a little more creative, try to find a way to get Peja the ball, either as a low post or coming off some screens away from, away from the ball.
101-98. Dudley 1 of 2, and the Kings now 3:35 left. In jeopardy of losing back-to-back home games. There's Stojakovic getting a pick. Kidd fights through it. Peja off the back of the iron. Dudley with the board.
A pretty good look by Peja, but Jason Kidd right there making it tough. That's all you can do with the great shooters.
Kidd posting. Williams off the steal. Jason Williams with the defense.
This led Peja just a little bit too much.
Now Stojakovic against Marion. A three. Out of bounds to Phoenix. Timeout. 2:48 left. Dudley is hurt. Looks like it banged his knee. We'll come back. Phoenix basketball, 101-98.
Bad cheetah.
See? That's why I'm not a cat person.
People used to think the world was flat. It's not that they were stupid. It's just that's what they were told. Then came Magellan, who set sail in one direction and came back around from the other. Now it's your turn. You can settle for someone else's version of the world, or you can bravely embark on a journey of your own. The choice is yours.
It's our final clearance 2000 at the Folsom Auto Mall. Our entire multi-million-dollar inventory is priced to move right now. Thousands of the hottest makes of new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, and popular imports must go. No matter what you're looking for, it's on sale this week. With super low factory financing, huge rebates, and special clearance 2000 dealer discounts, saving you thousands off MSRP. Plus, visit any dealer and get a free ski pass with a test drive of any new SUV or four-wheel drive vehicle. If you've been waiting, wait no longer. Thousands of vehicles must be sold before the new year. This is your last chance to save like never before during final clearance 2000, going on now at the Folsom Auto Mall.
101-98, 2:48 left here in the fourth. And that gets us to tonight's Folsom Link Toyota Keys to Crunch Time, Highway 50 at the Folsom exit under the flag.
Well, you got to rebound the basketball. Kings have done a terrible job here in the second half. And you're not going to win the ball game unless you get 5 guys on the board. Number 2, ball movement, better ball movement. And number 3, you got to make your free throws down the stretch as always.
Pollard with the block.
Well, just a great defensive play by Scott Pollard. Obviously, part of crunch time tonight is also going to be stop Tony Delk, but whether that's possible or not, I really don't know.
Kings have scored only 11 points here in the fourth. Christie against Marion. Christie. And Dudley took it right away. Delk. Delk looking for 50 points, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, and he'll try to earn it from the strike with his team up 101-98.
Well, and Tony Delk just feeling so confident, making all kinds of shots. Now, there's a case where there's not really a good chance to score, but he is feeling so good about his game, he's going at it every time.
Why not?
And why not? Absolutely.
19 of 25 field, 10 of 11 from the line. Well, folks, you can see Ruthie, you can see Yolanda, the Olympians this summer, and right now, call 916-419-WNBA, meaning tomorrow. That's right, call Wednesday to place a deposit on your Monarchs season tickets, 103.98.
Well, right now, the Suns team, they have so much confidence in Tony Delk. They know he's really got it going, so they're going to look for him every trip.
Jason Kidd has not allowed Peja to score here in the fourth. Divac. Divac, big basket, makes it 103-100. Vlade Divac has 26 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Kings needed on defense here.
Vlade just making tough shots, keeping the Kings close.
Dudley, good foul there. Do not let Dudley make a basket. Send them to the line.
Watch Vlade, nice little move here. Really, Kings don't have anything going, so Vlade just creates up over the top, off the board. And Vlade, his last couple baskets have been very tough moves.
Tony Delk, by the way, came in averaging 12 points a ball game.
Well, his average is going to go up tonight, isn't it?
Well, give Dudley credit, boy. He's made 3 of 4, and that's very unusual for Dudley.
And he has developed a little bit of a stroke up there. He's got a little bit of backspin on the ball, and the arch certainly looks far different than he did last year at this time.
That's a very good point. He worked on it quite a bit in the offseason.
Until that one, but that...
Well, 1 of 2 for him, and again, we're not trying to be negative here. No, 1 of 2 for him is good.
Absolutely. Scott Skiles would take that every time.
Absolutely. Two-point game.
Well, Kings going to Vlade Divac, knowing that he can score or find somebody.
And another foul. Foul is on Doug Christie.
Watch Vlade Divac. He knows the basket's cleared out behind him, so he goes right at Chris Dudley and up under, right up to the armpit and off the glass. That's just a beautiful move. Now here's Doug Christie on defense, trying to deny Tony Delk the ball if he can, keeps him really out of bounds.
Dudley to the line. So Dudley, who just made 1 of 2. And again, the Kings, this is not a bad situation.
No, it really isn't. You'd rather have Chris Dudley shooting free throws than Tony Delk shooting field goal attempts.
I mean, this is basically what you see with Shaquille O'Neal, with teams fouling him going to the line.
Yeah, and I think Doug Christie knew that. I think Doug Christie all along said, if I can't get to Tony Delk, I'm going to run through the screen because it'll put that guy at the line.
Of course, in this situation, you got to really sell it, because if not, he doesn't have to shoot the free throws.
Exactly. And definitely, I don't think there's any question. I mean,
final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Doug Christie went right. I mean, he went right into the screen. There's no question about the call.
Well, 1:10 left. Boy, the games have been boring at Arco Arena lately, haven't they?
Just don't have any excitement here at all.
No. Kings looking for the tie. Who's going to be the big man? Barry, Williams, Divac, Stojakovic. Out there with Christie. Vlade looking to tie it. He's hammered. And he'll go to the line.
Well, here's the Kings going to Vlade again, clearing out, giving him some space. Dudley cannot handle him. Here's McPherson come over to help, but both guys just make a Vlade Divac sandwich. And there you see Vlade with 2 free throws, but got to knock him down.
Vlade Divac looking to tie the game. Ronnie Rogers will come in. McPherson comes out. Pollard will check in for John Barry. Kings need rebounding.
Rebounding and defense, and Rick Adelman playing a little offense and defense, using his bench extremely well.
But the Kings only have 1 timeout, plus a 20. Phoenix has 2 timeouts and a 20. Divac trying to tie the game at 1:04. Timeout, Phoenix. Brand new ball game. We'll be back. It will be Phoenix basketball. We've got a dandy here on Fox Sports Net.
Last.
Want to get away?
Oh.
Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines coast to coast for $99 or less when you purchase tickets by January 16th and travel Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
You are now free to move about the country.
We love to see you smile.
At McDonald's, we know what makes you smile. It's great tasting burgers, chicken sandwiches, and don't forget, America's favorite fries.
In the morning, get 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $2.22 every day. Love the Big Mac? For a limited time, grab 2 for, that's right, just $2.22.
We love to see you smile.
It's 2 for $2.22 at McDonald's.
Well, the regional sports report is on the air tonight and every night at 11. Get a half hour's worth of the day of sports Bay Area style. That's tonight at 11 p.m. It's the regional sports report only on Fox Sports Net. Well, if you've missed the majority of this ball game, you missed a lot. Tony Delk, 50 points. He's the only one to do that in this building. And Tony Delk has done it all.
Well, Tony Delk just establishing that outside shot early. And once it was established, he didn't stop. And just making him inside, outside, certainly comfortable 3, comfortable the 20-foot range, able to drive to the basket, but just an unbelievable scoring performance here tonight. 19 out of 25.
Scott Skiles has had to take, of course, Dudley out of the ball game. And now it's Kidd in there with Blunt, Delk, Rogers, Marion. We're tied at 1:04. Chris Webber was ejected early in the first quarter for arguing a foul call. 10 to shoot. Delk. Rebound, Peja. Timeout, Sacramento. Delk has been huge, but he just missed his biggest shot of the night. We'll come back. Sacramento basketball on Fox Sports Net.
Interesting. Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. A paradox. While molecularly similar, they logically seem to offer 2 possibilities. Of course, you must invariably arrive at one and only one correct choice.
Duh.
A no-brainer.
While there are a lot of places where people buy parts for their car, the fact is more people choose AutoZone than any other. It's because we're the largest auto parts retailer in America, and they save money with our everyday low price. It's because more often than not, we have the part they need in stock. And it's because we're the place where they'll find a battery that's backed by a 3-year free replacement guarantee. Which is why we say there's just no place better than AutoZone.
Well, after a blistering 3 quarters, the pace has slowed down here in the 4th. We're tied at 1:04. Big story in this fourth quarter has been the defense of Jason Kidd on Peja Stojakovic.
Well, Jason's just a great basketball player. You know, even whether he's scoring or not, he does something good. But he has really got into Peja and really denied him a good look, really, here in the fourth quarter. So I think that's why the Kings, you know, you want to go to Vlade Divac right now. I don't think you can get as good a shots going to Peja right off. You may go to Vlade and he can find Peja.
Corey Blunt guarding, and here's the TD miss just a moment ago.
Yeah, as this play develops here, Tony Delk actually leaves. Bobby Jackson leaves Tony Delk for a brief second, gives Tony probably the easiest shot he's had in the whole half, but sometimes they don't go in.
All right, let's see what they do here. Corey Blunt guarding Divac. Kings have only a 20-second timeout remaining.
Well, Rick Edelman would probably like to get a real good shot quick, but probably not going to happen just for a 2-for-1, which now really just can't happen. So they'll be going to Vlade Divac if possible.
Oh boy, Jason left his feet. Marion, and the Suns have the lead. And now Rick Edelman will call it 20. Jason Williams left his feet. And the Suns with a big defensive play. And now the Kings are on the short end of a 106-104 score. And Sacramento, no timeouts left. Jason made the Cardinal sin. He left his feet and he ran out of an option.
Now here's trying to feed the ball to Vlade. Gets up in the air, and of course he sees no way to pass. Shawn Marion reads the play perfectly, gets the steal, takes the ball to the basket.
Lucky there was no foul call there.
Very fortunate, but yeah, that's just a cardinal mistake. Certainly leaving your feet anytime to pass unless you are going to make the pass is always dangerous, certainly more so out on the floor.
I'll tell you, they were really letting Blunt and Divac fight for position on the block. You got to give Blunt credit because I think he fouled Vlade early, but then he was able to recover front Vlade, and Jason could not make the pass.
Yeah, that was a case where once Blunt had fronted Vlade, the best thing to do is move the ball back to the high post. And here's now Vlade either gets the ball there, which he doesn't, but now as Blunt fronts him, you really need to move the basketball. Jason really had left his feet by that time.
Well, same story. This time, though, the Kings down by 2. Divac and Williams. Now it's Peja. Oh, Divac! We're tied. 6 seconds left. Could we be going to overtime for the second game in a row? We'll find out. A full timeout. Phoenix only has a 20-second timeout left. 106-106. We'll be back for the finish.
People used to think the world was flat. It's not that they were stupid. It's just that's what they were told. Then came Magellan, who set sail in one direction and came back around from the other. Now it's your turn. You can settle for someone else's version of the world, or you can bravely embark on a journey of your own. The choice is yours.
The Toyota Tundra. It's the only full-size pickup with the I-Force V8 engine.
Okay, Steve, you're all set.
With all that power, you can't help but think big.
You do that in your house?
Boy, what a ball game. Vlade Divac with 32 points. He's 11 of 15, 11 rebounds, and here's another look.
Watch the aggressive play of Vlade. Peja puts up the shot. Vlade's working for position, gets it in. Maybe he got by with a little push, but that's what you got to be, is aggressive down the stretch of ball games. Vlade Divac was. Look at the numbers.
Is it Delk that's going to take the final shot? Who's going to be on him? Jackson on Delk. Christie is guarding Kidd.
Well, what you got to do, number one, is you can't foul, and you got to get the rebound.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Barry almost knocked that ball away. Christie on Kidd. Here we go. It's the finish. Well, you called that one. You got to get the rebound. Phoenix had 2 opportunities. How about an extra 5 minutes, Jerry?
Let's do it. We're used to it.
Wow.
We'll work overtime.
We'll come back. 106-106. Jason Kidd, switch of the hands. The putback, no. We'll play at least 5 more.
Free to move about the country.
People who don't have an Allstate agent, who do they turn to?
In Sacramento, see Allstate agent Daniel A. Valdez. In Rockland, see Denise Regnani. And in Folsom, see Allstate agent John Bosciocco.
We are tied at 106. 5 minutes of basketball left. Vlade Divac has been tremendous tonight in the absence of Chris Webber, who was ejected in the first quarter.
Well, he really has. He's been the one guy that consistently the Kings could go to for points. Certainly been very aggressive on the boards as well. Here you see him getting on the offensive board, keeping the ball alive, taking it right to the Phoenix Suns. Just simply been the go-to guy for the Kings tonight. Even with Peja putting up huge numbers, Vlade has been the guy down the stretch, especially the fourth quarter. Look at that beautiful little up and under move by Vlade Divac.
Well, Suns have a lot of players in foul trouble. Marion with 5, Blunt with 5. Vlade Divac, you see, it's been a while since he reached the plateau of 30. Kings 1 and 3. Both their losses this year at home have been in OT.
Well, they've been a terrific team. Philadelphia 76ers, Los Angeles Lakers.
Yep.
So, and of course, the Phoenix Suns are another extremely good team.
I would think Tony Delk, and even though he's in tremendous shape, he's got to be getting a little tired. He has not sat down at all in the second half.
Yeah, he and Jason Kidd, they're just like Energizer bunnies, though. I think they can go all night.
Rodgers and the Suns strike first in OT. It's Jason Williams, Doug Christie, Pollard, Divac, and Stojakovic. Again, the defense by Jason Kidd in this fourth quarter and the start of overtime on Peja has been something. Williams from the foul line. Ooh, left it off to the left.
That's a good move by Jason. Really, that's the kind of shot he needs to take. Just simply wasn't on line.
Rodgers cut off. Bad shot. Pollard with the rebound. Credit Divac with the defense.
Yeah, Vlade Divac bothered that shot. Rodney Rodgers, I don't think I thought Vlade would run at him.
A 2. No, actually it was a 3. Christie, and he's fouled. That's on Blunt, and he is just fouled out of the ball game.
Well, Kings very fortunate there. Doug Christie right around the basket, able to get the Jason Williams miss. Here you see Jason gets a good look. Off a little hard. Really, Jason Kidd and Tony Delk kind of fight for it, knock it loose. Doug Christie there. Sometimes, hey, better to be lucky than good.
So Blunt out. That limits the options by Scott Skiles. Dudley in. Dudley has 4 fouls. Christie, and he hits the first. Christie has missed 2 on the evening, but that one was perfect.
Well, the other thing it does by having Chris Dudley there, really, Vlade was able to score on Dudley much easier than Corey Blunt. Number 1, and number 2 is you don't mind fouling Chris Dudley anytime you can.
That's right. And nobody other than Pollard, who's on the bench. Well, Pollard rather has 5. I beg your pardon. He has 5 fouls. Divac has 4. Delk head fake on Christie. He's not buying it. Christie got a hand on him. What defense? Kings looking for the lead. Stojakovic now posting. It's been a while for Peja. And now the Suns break out 4-on-2. Delk on the wing, wide open. Boy, Tony Delk had to get it over Doug Christie, and the Suns have the lead right back.
Well, just an outstanding play by Tony Delk, because Doug Christie came up big and made him change the shot, but Tony was able to do it.
52 for TD. Kings now looking to tie. A 3. Lead for Sacramento. They lead by 1.
Big shot, Jay Will. Always has had, always will have big courage.
111-110. And Rogers, 1-point lead for Phoenix. Pollard may have gotten away with the 6th foul there on a little hack on the arm of Rodney Rogers. Peja Stojakovic has not scored since the 3rd quarter. Jason, baseline. Oh! Marion with the board. Good look by Jason.
Just a great look. Yeah, you thought that was going in, but now you got to have a stop.
2:20 left in overtime. Kidd, good look. Stojakovic. And the rebound.
Well, both Jasons had nice, easy 15-footers. Both missed.
Peja got hit in the eye on that rebound. There was no call. Look at Dudley holding on to Divac. Pollard open. Pollard.
Well, great look from Vlade Divac. Scott Pollard just powered to the basket. Took Shawn Marion out of the way.
113-112. 10 to shoot. Kidd. Marion, 5 to shoot. Look at that Sacramento defense, Jerry.
Just absolutely great perimeter defense. Suns continue to try to penetrate, weren't able to do so.
Best fans in the NBA on their feet. Williams. Yes.
Again, a great pass by Divac.
Timeout, Phoenix. What passing? 115-112, Sacramento.
Bad cheetah. See? That's why I'm not a cat person.
The thrill is back during Toyotathon 01 with super low financing plus cashback at your #1 Toyota car dealer, Folsom Lake Toyota. Choose incredible financing terms: 3.9 for 36 months, 4.9 for 48 months, or 5.9 for 60 months, plus rebates up to $1,000. Our entire $10 million inventory is priced to move, with huge savings on every vehicle. Don't miss our final sale of the year with super low financing plus up to $1,000 cashback. Toyotathon 01, now playing at Folsom Lake Toyota.
Sacramento by 3 in overtime, Jerry.
Well, and Vlade Divac making all the plays. Here you'll see a great look. Vlade Divac into Scott Pollard, who powers his way up and through Shawn Marion. And hey, Vlade Divac finds Jay Will on a little curl to the basket. Jay Will up over Shawn Marion. A nice kiss off the glass. Vlade Divac, look at those numbers. Hey, doing it all.
115-112. If Chris Dudley touches the ball, foul him. Skiles was calling for an illegal D. Delk. Tony Delk fouled by Christie with 58 seconds left. Delk is 12 of 13 from the line. 20 of 27 floor. He's got 52 points. Scott Skiles is right. He's arguing for an illegal D, and he's right. Vlade was playing an illegal defense. Skiles arguing. He says Vlade never got up, and you know what? He's right. And Steve Javi just told him to zip it.
Well, Scott Skiles better be careful. Actually, if they called the illegal defense, you wouldn't see Tony Delk shooting the free throw. So
I'll tell you, Javi giving Skiles a lot of room. They're still going at it. Delk trying to make it a one-point game. What a performance by Tony Delk tonight. The best we've ever seen here in Arco, but he misses. Boy, a basket here would be huge.
Well, patience by the Kings is what they need on offense. Run your offense, get the ball where you want it, which is preferably Vlade Divac. Get some ball movement away from Vlade Divac.
Divac milking the clock. Divac. And a foul on Dudley. Divac will go to the line with 36 seconds remaining. 5th foul on Dudley.
Now watch Vlade Divac going to take Chris Dudley into the paint and spin away, try to go right up through the defense. There's the defense. Actually, if Dudley had had his arms up straight, he would probably get the call, but he had them extended and drew the contact.
That's a very good point, Jerry. The arms were not straight up and down. Divac, yes.
No, that's what the officials are going to look for in that situation.
That's exactly right. Look at Skiles still going at it with Javi. A free throw here would be tremendous. Divac. Yes! What a ball game. A 20-second timeout. A 20-second timeout called by the Phoenix Suns. Well, Jerry, we have seen two tremendous back-to-back ball games in this very building. Philadelphia on Saturday, Phoenix tonight. It's as good as it gets during the regular season.
Well, it really is. It's playoff atmosphere. Obviously, it's playoff teams, so that's what you're going to get. But it's so amazing with this Kings team. I mean, each night they're a new team, a different team. Without a Chris Webber, you're seeing Vlade Divac put up all-star numbers, as Peja Stojakovic. But hey, this game is a long way from over.
You got that right. Vlade Divac, a career high, 34 points. Tony Delk, a career high, 53. The chance of Vlade emanating from the crowd here in Sacramento.
As they should be. This guy has put the Kings ahead.
Rogers. Kidd. Oh, Jason Kidd at 2. 26 seconds left. 117, 115. Find your point guard. Kings are going to use all the clock as possible here. And Delk fouls Jason Williams. He's 2 of 2 from the line. 14 seconds left. Phoenix down to 1 timeout left.
Well, as we said, crunch time, it always is make your free throws. Vlade Divac hit 2 big ones. Jay Will's got to step up there and knock both these down.
Boy, Jason Williams has been huge here.
Well, here's Jason Kidd just really powering the ball up through. Jason Williams had pretty good position, but the officials are going to make the players decide this. Williams,
and it's a 2-possession game. That may do it. A lot of time, 119, 115. And it will be Phoenix basketball. Oh, if you don't like this game, you don't like NBA basketball. It has been a dandy. An absolute dandy tonight from Arco Arena. What an environment for NBA basketball. And that man right there, without Chris Webber, who was ejected in the first quarter with a career-high 34 points and 12 rebounds. Not to mention 6 assists. He's done it all for Sacramento.
Well, I don't know if he's washed equipment or anything, but other than that, he has done everything. He has been the guy. You know, certainly Peja has been spectacular, but down the stretch in the fourth quarter is Vlade Divac almost making every play. Was involved in every single offensive play, made all the big rebounds. So Vlade Divac has been truly an all-star tonight, as good as we've ever seen him.
Questions from the fans. You listen to the radio, you read the papers. They want to know what has happened to Vlade. Where has Vlade Divac been? I think tonight's game illustrates Vlade's right there. He hasn't gone anywhere. It's just with Chris Webber. He has to play a different role. Without Chris tonight, he has stepped up. He has taken this team on his shoulders, and he has taken them 14 seconds away from the 21st victory.
Yeah, and I think as we see the graphics here, but Vlade Divac, sometimes I think this team probably forgets about Vlade too much. There's not many centers that can guard him. I think sometimes he's taken for granted too much. Tonight, you can see what Vlade can do when he is made an integral part of the offense. And tonight, he was more than that.
Jerry, what's the strategy here on defense?
Well, what you want to do is make him shoot jump shots if you can. You know, certainly you don't want to give him a 3, but you don't want to foul him. Number one is you want to make them make a basket if they're going to make it. Listen, do not give them any points with the clock stopped. So don't foul. Make them work for a jump shot.
Rogers. Christie, a 3 from Kidd. Marion, big rebound, and a putback with 7 seconds left.
Well, a great rebound by Shawn Marion.
Jason Williams trying to play keep away, and now he will go right back down to the other end with 6.1 left. But you made a good point. Don't allow a 3 in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, so the Kings played about as well as you can. Here's Jason Kidd, has a pretty good look at it, but still it's a jump shot. Right. And he was because Marion, it just has to make a spectacular rebound. That's all you can. It's a great player making a great play.
Jason Williams made 2 a moment ago. 2 more here would pretty much solidify the victory. I'll tell you, Jason Williams has been huge for Sacramento. In the latter part of the fourth, he came in with 4.5 minutes left, Jerry. He has been tremendous on both sides of the court.
Well, he really has. He made the one mistake jumping in the air, but other than that, he has just played spectacular and did an outstanding job defensively, quite honestly, too.
Well, that's going to make it awfully tough for the Phoenix Suns. 121 to 117. Rick Adelman came over and talked to Steve Javie about something to do with the clock. There's Rick Adelman giving instructions to his defense. 6.1 left, and I don't understand the discussion at the scoring table. I do know that Phoenix is out of timeouts.
Yeah, now what Rick wants to do, he wants to pick up his guys, make sure that as soon as they cross the line, he puts pressure on them, but no fouls. No fouls on the 3. Just make sure that they pick up the ball.
Kidd from 28 feet. Sacramento wins the ball game. What a game, Jerry Reynolds. Vlade Divac, a career night with 34. And the Kings start the new year off with a big, big victory. We saw some tremendous individual performances at Arco Arena as the Kings in overtime win it 121 to 117. We'll be back on Fox Sports Net.